Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's early morning and I want to talk about wood, face cords, full cords / bush cords, and how much you can load in a standard pickup truck. And I also want to show you guys how we stack our wood and do our wood calculations here on the homestead. So if you are trying to figure out your wood stuff, if you're not sure how much wood you have or how to figure out, for selling wood, which is what I'm getting into, this will be the video for you. So stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back to the homestead. So if you're new here, we're a Canadian homesteading channel. We do how-to videos related to homesteading. I got quite a bit of like vehicle maintenance stuff, just kind of whatever we're working on at the time. So there's lots to learn on this channel. If you're new here, you consider subscribing. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. And yeah, like I said, we're talking about wood. So it recently came to my attention that I have like way too much wood here for my family. Like we burn maybe a face cord and a half, maybe a full cord a year. If you burn wood, it just gets dry. We got a kettle on the stove when we're burning throughout the night, try to get the moisture back in the air, but it's not super comfortable. It really isn't compared to like natural gas or something like that. So we don't burn that much wood. And I got way too much wood here. When we first moved to the property, 3+ years ago, I just went bananas. I went on Kijiji. I found every down tree in the area. Went out there, I cut them all up, stacked them, and it's just too much. So I'm getting rid of a bunch. So part of my issue was I didn't know how much wood I had because I built these homemade skids. You know what I mean? Like they're not stacked based on what your average face cord is and full cord. They're just kind of whatever skid I had. I framed it up, braced it, and just started stacking the wood neatly. So I wasn't sure how many cubic feet I had. So I went through and I measured each skid with how much wood it had on it. So I knew how many cubic feet I had. And then with that information, I was able to figure out a face cord and a full cord. So I'm just gonna go on my phone here real quick, have it written down. So a face cord, based on what I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, is 4 feet by 8 feet by 1.5 feet or 16-inch logs stacked neatly. And that makes about 48 cubic feet. All right, so that's a face cord. A full cord or a bush cord is 4 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot. And that's 128 cubic feet of neatly stacked wood. So what we want to do is try to figure out, I had to go by to measure all my wood, and it's going to be tough because I did stack it pretty neat, but it's going to be just an estimate more or less. I'd say about 10-15% either way. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually heading up north to the cottage, and we're going to load the Ram 1500 ecodiesel here with as much wood as I can safely get down the highway without stuff popping out. And I'm going to measure it and see kind of how much I can fit in there. All these wood racks are already pre-measured, so we're going to empty one into the bed there and see kind of what we got. So let's do that now. All right guys, so I thought I'd go ahead and just see how many cubic feet this box even is. So it's a Ram 1500 crew cab, so it's really 5.5 feet. Five and a half by 5, really, with the wheel wells. 5.5 by 5 by 1.5, we'll call it. So let me get so theoretically I should be able to get 41 cubic feet in, so almost a face cord theoretically should fit in there. So 41 cubic feet. So let's go check these wood racks because I have the cubic foot feetage written on all the skids, so we'll go check it out. All right, so like I was saying, I've written them all down. So this one's not full, but I've got 36. Just bump that down. I got 36 cubic feet here. And if I look at this one, it's 47. Yeah, 47 cubic feet. So that is pretty much a face cord right there. Just to give you guys a good example, you know. Like I said, a face cord's 48 cubic feet. So really like 47. Like I said, I'm going 10-15%, you know, either way, because it is stacked fairly nice, but I'm sure it's not perfect. So, you know, you're looking at two face cords there. This one here, a little less. What did I say here? Oh, 42 cubic feet here. This one's actually wet wood, so I'm not touching that. How much is this one? So this is 30, all right? So here's a skinny little skid here. It's just stacked too wide, about halfway up, and there's 30 cubic feet. And what do I got here? This is a big mother. 48, so this one's right on the money. You know, well, like I said, 10 or 15%. It's about 5 feet tall, stacked two, but they're pretty long logs. And yeah, so that's that. And then this one here is also some wet wood, so I'm not messing with that. So I got a bunch of different ones I can choose from. Like I said, I can fit about roughly 40 cubic feet in the truck. So I think I'll just snatch the rest of that up. And this skid here, and that should get me there. Now, because I'm just burning this stuff outside, I do have a little bit of pine in that mix there. So I'll probably take that. That's what happens when you use used deck boards for your bracing. All right, guys, so I mean, I at least got a face cord in there. Like I said, this one was 30, and then I finished off a bit of that. Must have been maybe 5 or 10 cubic feet, and then I took a bit of that. So yeah, I'd be pretty close to a face cord, I would say. I've got it, you know, she's mounted up there. What I plan on doing once I get to work, I'm gonna get a couple of big hydro poles, slop them on, ratchet strap, kind of keep everything down. But that's the general idea anyhow. Reason I'm doing this, I'm going to be selling, like, I'm going to sell at least 3.5, maybe those 4. It's because I got so much wood I got to cut. I got this ash here, and it's actually a bit of oak. And then I have all this maple. I mean, geez. It's insane. All right, guys, that's it for today's little video. Just a short little thing. Hopefully you learned something, you know, like these wood racks are really sweet. Got a text. Baby's up. These wood racks are really sweet, you know, they're free. I just had scrap wood and some skids. And you know, if you got a strong enough tractor, the tractor I have, the BX24, can lift about a half full skid. It doesn't have the lifting capacity to get the full skid up, but you know, it keeps everything nice and neat, and then you know how much wood you got now when they're fully stacked. So you know, we stacked all the wood in the ram here. It looks like it can take pretty much a face cord, I would say. If I stacked it a little bit better, I probably could have got a bit more in. Halfway through, I just got lazy and started throwing it, so that's it for that. Anyhow, guys, yeah, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. We're putting out videos about twice a week here, homesteading and just pretty much having a good time here out in Niagara Falls, Canada side. And this sun is completely destroying me, so I'm going to take off. You guys have a good day. Take care.